Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I am pleased to announce that finally, after almost a year since I uploaded the original mIRC video, I finally got probably one of the last episodes that I'm going to do. I did say I was never going to do one again. People were constantly requesting that I do a raffle system. And the good news is I've done it now. I just started doing it just last night, just randomly, and then I got stuck on a little bit, so I had to ask someone for help, and he helped out a lot. So if you want to go subscribe to him in the description, that would be really, really cool. He's working on a program for mIRC at the minute, which is awesome, and I've got some impact on that as well, making scripts for him. So check it out. It features the point system and the raffle system in that. My raffle system is a different write-up to us. He's done his, but he hasn't released it as a script. I've done mine. I'm releasing mine as a script to you guys, but it's kind of a little bit different to us. It's one section of it is the same, almost the same, whereas the rest of it is not all. So we'll go through it gradually, and I'll explain what I'm doing through the video. So first of all, we need to connect our Twitch bot. To do this, we all know that we go into mIRC. We clicked select server, we add a server, and we fill out the IRC server information, which is irc.twitch.tv, and our password is our our stream key. So once you've done that, you can connect. I've already got a video showing you how to connect, so you just click connect. This will connect you to Twitch IRC under the username CronTV. So I'm using my bot as CronTV. I'm using my actual main channel for my bot name. Then to join my channel, because I'm only joined as a chatter at the minute, I'm not actually joined in anyone's channel. I can go into this box down here and do /join #CronTV. No space, no capitals at all. And then I'm inside my chat. As you can see, I did get it working last night, so I was testing it quite a lot and finding bugs in it and stuff like that. So there's quite a lot there. So what we need to do is, first of all, we need to set up our script. So what a good idea is to do is load in the point system. To do this, you can go to your app data folder. To find this, you can go on here and you do %app data %. This will open up this folder. Then you go to mIRC. Inside here, you can find all your scripts, and here's just your standard remote script, and then you have script. You might have more scripts and stuff like that. So my point system script is in script 2, so I've put it in this configuration file. If you want to save a script, you just click save as, and you can save it as a script, and I've saved mine as script 2. If I click on view, you can see that this is the only script that's loaded at the minute. I do need to load more than one script, so what I'm going to do is click new, then I can see that 2 scripts are loaded, so I've got script 2 and script 4 now. In script 4, this is going to be where we write our actual code for our raffle system, and in script 2 is obviously where our point system is. We do need the point system in order for the raffle system to work. Just bear that in mind. So the way we're going to start this is we're actually going to start where we open the raffle up. So we need an onText command, and we want this to be like so. So onText, as I've already covered this in other videos, I won't go into detail what everything means. And we want it to be available in all channels that the bot's in. So we do a hashtag. We don't do a channel name. I could do CronTV if I just want it to be in there, but no, I'm just going to put it in all channels. Then on the next line, we're going to do an if statement, and this if statement is going to be if Nick is op hashtag. So this basically means that if the user is an op, then they are allowed to issue this command, because obviously you don't want everyone to be using this command. You might do, but I wouldn't want everyone opening my raffle whenever possible. So if Nick is op, then I want it to do the next part, but I also want another if statement to say if the raffle is open. So the way I'm going to decide whether the raffle is open or not, I'm going to do if %raffle is equal to 0. This basically means that if the raffle is closed, then I can open it. But whereas if this was 1, if that was 1, I wouldn't be able to open it. And I could do an else statement, or I could do another if statement to say the raffle is already open. But I'm just going to leave it as this for now. So if it's closed, and if they are up, then it will do the next part. So I want it to display a message first, saying raffle is open. And then I want to set the raffle type. So you know how the raffle here was set to closed? I want to set that raffle as 1. That means it's going to close. In fact, no, I don't need the brackets, I just need set raffle 1 like that. Then on the next line, we need to clear our raffle.txt file. Now the way we're going to structure our raffle.txt file, if I just grab a notepad file here, notepad. So if I open this up, it's going to structure it as in, say if I bought 10 tickets, it will do 10 lines in this file of my name. This is just really easy syntax for us, because it means that basically we can randomize the lines a lot easier. So say if someone bought 5 tickets, someone bought 10, then the person with 10 has got more chance because it'll randomly pick between all the lines. So that's how we're going to do it, rather than displaying a number after it, saying how many tickets bought, because this way is much easier. And this was a way which the guy who's making the TwitchBot application, he came up with this idea for it. So now that we've done that, now that I've explained that, we realise that we do have to clear this file. So once the raffle's opened, then we want nothing at all to be in the raffle info folder. So where all that data is stored, we want nothing to be in it at the start of the raffle, because people could be in it from the last draw. So we're going to do write -c raffle.txt. Now this basically means that it's going to clear, the -c means it's going to clear anything in raffle.txt, but we have to issue the write command to make sure it's writing to that file. So it's writing a clear. And we can find that, just let me find it, in our app data here. We can find that our text file would be saved when it's written to our mIRC in our app data roaming folder. So there we go. Then we can finish this off, close up our squiggly brackets down here, and make sure everything's okay. In fact, we've got one less, I believe. Yeah, that should work fine. Yeah, that's fine. So now that that's done, we can move on to our close command. So to do this, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do on text raffle close, or whatever you want to close your raffle. Like so. Then we're going to issue the if Nick is up again. So we want only ops to be able to close the raffle. I will say this is only going to be used, this raffle close, if you want it to be an emergency stop, or whether you want to close it for some reason and then roll the raffle later on. I'll explain why in a second and I'll go through all this. So what we need to do next is go if %raffle. So we want to know if it's open, so we know that if it's open, the variable is going to be equal to 1. So, and then it can issue the next part. So we're going to do message chat raffle is closed. Like so. And then I want that to set the raffle to 0. So I want it to be at the closed state, as we can see up here. Then we can write -c raffle.txt. So when it closes, we want it to be cleared. In fact, that's not a good idea. That's a bad idea. We don't want it to be cleared because we need to roll it. So this is our emergency start, but it will not clear the raffle. So it won't clear everyone's tickets. There we go. So that's all good to go. Next part is moving on to our roll command. To do our roll command, it's going to be slightly more difficult. We will have to in fact, it's going to be pretty much the same until we get onto the buy ticket part. Everything is fairly straightforward until we get onto buying tickets. But in the roll part, where we roll the raffle, where we draw it, I do have a few features which are a bit added extra for your bot. So we'll do this now. So on text again. Should be used to doing on text by now. You can have it as roll, draw, whatever. Doesn't matter what it is. And then I want this to be just for ops again. So it is up. Open up brackets. Then we can go on to the next line, and I want this to be only if the raffle is open. So basically this raffle close is going to be used to clear. In fact, yeah, we'll use this as write-c raffle.txt. The reason why I'm saying this is because we should have this as raffle clear rather than raffle close, because really this does close the raffle, but it also clears the raffle tickets and it also sets it to the closed state, which means that if it's to the closed state we can't actually roll it because of the fact that this is an if statement for if it's open, so we want it to be open. So that's basically what's behind that. So if it equals to 1, so if it's open, so when you're issuing your commands, you want to do !raffle open. You can get people to buy your tickets, which I'll explain the command for that later. And then roll it, you don't close it. This is only if you want to clear and restart your raffle, basically. So once that's done, we can move on to the next part, which is a little bit more tricky. So the variable for user. Now, this user variable is basically to say, let me see it again. Oh, this reads the INI file from the point system. So we're going to do equals read raffle.txt, then an n after that. Now the reason we're doing an n is because that would randomize the raffle.txt file. So it's going to read raffle.txt and n is the randomizer, so it picks a random line, which is why it's a completely random raffle, but the people with more tickets have got a higher chance of winning. So that's that part done. On the next line, I'm going to actually display my first message saying that the raffle is now being rolled. Good luck. Now, by this time, we already know who has won the raffle because it decides here, but it's going to wait 7 seconds because you're going to do a countdown afterwards. So it's actually going to already have drawn it, but it's not going to say anything. What we're actually going to do now is we're going to use several timers. First of which being timer 1. Now the 1 is basically what we call a timer. Don't use a number, you've got to actually type the word out. Timer 1 is going to be 1, 1. Now this basically means that 1 means a timer runs once, and it means that it runs for 1 second. If this was 0, I'd keep getting spam every second. Then we can move on to message chan, so I want it to message the channel with /me 5. And now this is going to be a countdown, so I'm going to copy what I've already got because it's get quite tedious to keep typing in. And as you can see here, we have a timer. We have timer 1, timer 2, timer 3, timer 4, timer 5, and it gets bigger in numbers here, while also getting lower in numbers over here. So /me basically means that in Twitch chat, it shows up as the color of your name and not a message. It shows up as like an emote kind of thing. Then on the next line, so .timer 6, it's going to be slightly different. 6. So I want the message to display, rather than being a number, I want it to do, and the winner is, then the winner would be on the next line. So 1, 7, message, chan, chat. This basically means, in fact, user. This means that this variable that is being changed, the user variable, is being changed to the winner. from here, from the random role, is going to be displayed here. So it's going to message a channel with user, so it's just going to say their name. Then on the next line, we want to actually finally close the raffle, so set the raffle to 0. And then we want to clear the raffle. Raffle.txt. Like so. And then end that with some squiggly brackets like so. So now that that is finished, we're on to the actual hard part of the script, which is defining all of our variables and setting up the buy ticket command. To do this, we're going to go back up to the top of our script. We want to do it in some sort of order, so I'm going to start here. I'm just going to skip a load of lines. And we're going to set up the buy ticket. To do this, I'm going to issue an onText. The onText is going to be buy ticket. And obviously we want to change this buy ticket depending on how many tickets they want to buy. So we're just going to leave this as an AND symbol here. So buy ticket space AND symbol, and then finish off our text command and open it up. Inside here we want to, if the raffle is open, we want to issue the next set of commands. So only if the raffle is open we want this to work. So if the raffle is equal to 1, then we can go on to the next line and we can start our next bit of code. Now I only want the raffle to be available to I only want you to be able to buy a maximum of 10 tickets. Now you can change this depending on how you want it, but I'm going to leave it as just 10. So we're going to do $2 is greater than 10. So if it's greater than 10, I want it to give them a warning because I don't want them to get the 10 tickets. So it's only going to do a message. It's not going to actually do the raffle. It's not actually going to do the purchasing of the tickets, should I say. So message Chan, sorry Nick, so it's going to display their user whoever it's issued the command. But you can only buy up to 10 tickets. Like so. So that basically means that if they've tried to purchase 11 tickets, it's not going to let them. Pretty simple stuff. On to the next line, we want to close that up because obviously we're done with that if statement, but we're not done with this if statement up here, so that's going to stay open. And this is going to be where we issue another if statement to say if $2 is less than 11, so it's going to include 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if it's less than 11, we want it to issue the actual purchasing of the tickets. So we're going to need a load of variables now, and I'll explain what these do as we go through. We'll just move straight down onto the next part for now. So I'm going to leave a load of lines and we'll fill in the variables afterwards so I can explain it a little bit. So we're going to add an if statement, and this if statement is going to be called if delete, and then a greater than sign is greater than 0. We want to write our INI file. We need to rewrite our INI file. So we need to rewrite our point system because obviously if they're purchasing a ticket, we want the points to be deducted from them. So the way we've done this is something quite clever. What I learned from Darkest Ginge, you can find him in the description, is a while loop. Now I'm not fully aware of what it does. It just keeps checking the tickets file as far as I'm aware. But he did come up with this idea of a while loop. So first of all, we need to write ini, then we need an end switch, followed by points.ini, which is our points folder name, our points file name, and topic points delete. So this is going to rewrite our points.ini file, removing the points in question that it requires to purchase the tickets, and I'll explain what delete means in a second, and I'll also explain what topic means too. So after this, we need to start our while loop. So to do our while loop, we're going to need an integer, which is going to be our variable for, so we're going to have variable I. So percentage I is our integer, is greater than ticket, write raffle.txt by Nick. Then on the next line we need percent I equals percent I plus 1. And this is going to issue a loop. So it's saying that, hold on, we need to create a variable actually first so I can explain it. So we're going to type up here var percent I equals 0. So what it's doing is it's saying that if this variable I is less than the ticket, so if 0 is less than the ticket, so it's always going to be less than the ticket, write this plus 1, and then it might not be less than the ticket, so it loops it. That's as far as I'm aware anyway. I'm not fully certain on the while loop because it's something that I haven't really looked into that much. So that is how you do that part. Next thing that we need to do is issue a few variables. First of all, we're going to issue the ticket variable, which is going to be the amount of tickets the user has, and this is going to be defined as $2. As you can see up here, we use this $2 up here to say how many tickets, and that's just how that works there. Under this, on the next line, we need var topic, and again, this topic is going to be $plus, and this is going to be where it actually picks up our points from our point system. So we had the setup for our point system INI file as the channel name, comma, then we had our dot, followed by a comma, and then our nick, which shows the nickname. Like so, and then on the next line we had points, I believe. Can't fully remember, but I think it says so. And the next line we need var percent user. It's going to be where we actually find the number of points the user has. So we need to read the INI file, so $read INI, points.ini. Remember, you can find this in the description as well, the full pastebin. I do suggest just using that if you don't want to learn how to do it. Topic, points. Then on the next line we need a var percent end. It's going to be the end value of the tickets. So say if I bought 10 tickets and they were charged at 10 points each, this would be the value that is, so that would be 100. So it's 10 times 10. So we're going to do equal, I want each ticket to be 10 points. So 10 times the ticket amount, so ticket. Then I want another variable, which is my delete variable, which I use further down, which I'll explain shortly. So this is going to be user minus end. This means it's going to be the amount of points the user has, so the amount of points they have in the INI file, minus the amount of points it's going to cost them to purchase the tickets, which is here, so the end value. We can delete these few lines just to make it look a little bit tidier. And that's basically it so far. Obviously we need to display a message to say how many tickets they've bought, so we're going to do that under this squiggly bracket here. We're going to do message chan. We want to do the nickname. You have bought percent tickets with percent end points. It's going to say you bought a number of tickets, so it might say 10 tickets here with this amount of points. So it'll work that out up here, how many points it costs. Pretty straightforward. Then we need to finish this off with some squiggly brackets. So 3 of them in fact. And then we need to do another if statement. But if %raffle equals 0, we can write chan raffle is currently closed. So this is in case people try and buy tickets when the raffle is closed. It's going to display that message because raffle is equal to 0. And there you have it, the raffle system is done. That's all there is to it really. We'll just give that a test now. So I'm gonna go into my Twitch chat. So I'll load that up fast. So here what I've done is I've just popped out my Twitch chat from Twitch, and I'm gonna give it a test. So I wanna do raffle open. That's gonna open my raffle, as it says there. So my raffle is now open. To check that it's definitely open, we can open our remote and go to variables, and it says %raffle1. That should be there. %raffle1. And that basically means that the raffle is now in the open state. So I can buy tickets, so we'll just check if I've got enough points first. So we'll do exclamation mark points. I definitely have enough points, so I'm going to go ahead and try buy 11 tickets. Let's try buy 11, because remember, I can only buy up to 10. So it says I can only buy up to a maximum of 10 tickets, which is what I wanted it to be. I can buy ticket 10. So I bought 10 tickets with 100 points. Then I can go into my app data, see what the date is set out like. So we're going into mIRC, and it's in here, it's under raffle. And we can see here that I have bought 10 tickets, so it's got 10 lines of my name, which has worked out well. Unfortunately, I've not got anyone to test this out, so then we can check my points again and see that it's reduced my points by 100 because I bought 10 tickets at 10 points each. Then we can roll the raffle, and we can see that the raffle is being counted down. We can see the emotes coming in here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Followed by, and the winner is, and then it displays the winner's name. Then the raffle should be in the closed state, so we're going to go back into mIRC and make sure that it's in the closed state. It says raffle, there we go. It's raffle 0. And it's also opened the flood because I tried to check my points, which is pretty cool. So now if I try and buy some tickets, it's in the closed state, so it's not going to let me buy any tickets because it's currently closed. And if I wanted to raffle open and then buy some tickets, 10, and then I decided, oh, someone who I don't want in the raffle is entered or something like that, and I want to clear all the data, we can do raffle clear, or raffle close, sorry, I've changed it back to close, off camera. So raffle is closed, and that's going to close the raffle and delete all the data from the raffle. So there we go. That's all there is to it, really, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being really great support. I apologise it's took so long. I'm going to do more videos on the Raffle system, including one which I'm working on with the API to reward people for following the stream. So basically, if someone follows the stream, they receive points for that, which should be pretty cool. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, like, and comment, and don't nag for a points Raffle system anymore because it's done now. See you next time, guys.